This is the Down and Dirty Show Daily Drop, your source for daily action motorsports news and headlines. I'm Jim Beaver, and welcome to the Down and Dirty Show Daily Drop for Friday, July 27th, 2018. Kicking things off today, we've got an update on Brad the Bullet Baker from his injury at X Games. And I know a lot of people, he was looking for Brad Baker at X Games. He was a favorite heading into the 2018 X Games to take a medal in flat track, had an accident in practice, which resulted in a severe spinal cord injury, and he wasn't able to compete. Currently, Brad Baker in good spirits, recovering in the hospital, but he's got some significant medical bills and expenses piling up. Because of that, he's got his Indian Wrecking Crew teammate Jared Mees, who is selling a bunch of limited edition number plates that say Bullet Strong on them. Those will be for sale at flat track events and online. All proceeds go back to Brad Baker, and we've got the rookie class of 79 and Friends. They're tied in with the American Flat Track as a not-for-profit charity, and they are currently taking donations for Brad Baker as well. So anybody that wants to support Brad the Bullet Baker, one of the favorites in American Flat Track, lots of opportunities to do so as he recovers from his spinal cord injury at X Games. Going back to a story that we reported on earlier this week here on the Daily Drop, Meyershank Racing is currently getting ready to compete at Mid-Ohio this weekend with driver Jack Harvey. They're running a partial 6-event schedule in 2018. Meyershank Racing has announced that they are looking at doing a full 10-race schedule with some of the biggest events on the IndyCar calendar in 2019. So the IndyCar grid continues to grow as we look into 2019, and I think everybody's excited to see Jack Harvey back behind the wheel of that Meyershank Racing entry a little more often. And talking about the 2019 Verizon IndyCar Series grid continuing to grow and continuing to fill out, the rumors surrounding McLaren Andretti continue to swirl, and they're almost hitting a fever pitch as we get closer and closer to the end of the 2018 championship and the beginning of 2019 silly season in full effect. It looks like the rumors still persist that McLaren and Andretti may mash up in 2019 and field 2 additional cars under the McLaren Andretti banner. Now, the rumor is that these possibly could be 2 cars of the 4 that Andretti currently fields and just run as a satellite program, or it could be a full expansion of Andretti Autosport to field an additional 2 entries, which would put them at 6. So 2 opportunities there, 2 different rumors. We'll see how things shape up. It has been rumored that Alonso is targeted for one of those seats, and it has been rumored that possibly Alonso could do a partial schedule in 2019. Michael Andretti has said if Alonso is part of that team, it will be on a full-time basis. Alonso is not interested in doing a partial schedule. So if Alonso is to go to IndyCar in 2019, it will be on a full-time basis, not a partial basis. And it also has been made known by Zach Brown, the CEO of McLaren, that Alonso will test an IndyCar this fall. So the McLaren and Andretti rumors continue to swirl. The Alonso to IndyCar rumors continue to swirl. It's going to make for one exciting silly season come this fall. And as we look at 2019, we've got some of the calendars starting to release. First off, NHRA unleashing their 2019 calendar, which has 24 event weekends, the same 24 that we saw in 2018. It will start and end with their home events there in Pomona. And I guess the highlight of the 2019 NHRA calendar is going to be the 50th anniversary of the Gator Nationals in March. Sounds like NHRA is going to pull out all the stops for the 50th anniversary of the Gator Nationals, but other than that, and a few slight one-week changes throughout the calendar, it's pretty much the same NHRA schedule that you saw in 2018. Best in the Desert also announcing their 2019 calendar, very much the same as 2018. Things kick off with both the Parker 250 and the Parker 425, depending on whether you're a UTV or motorcycle racer or a full four-wheel vehicle racer like a trophy truck or a trick truck, as they call them in Best in the Desert. And things will end with the Laughlin Desert Classic in October. That's right, not ending in December with Pahrump. Pahrump now off the schedule for Best in the Desert in 2019. Things will end with Laughlin in October, but we've still got Vegas to Reno. That's happening in August. Same dates. We've got the Mint 400 at the beginning of March, got the UTV World Championship at the beginning of April, as well as the Silver State race that happens in May. So Best in the Desert calendar is announced. Same calendar as we saw in 2018, just the reduction of one event, and that is Pahrump at the end of the year. And in rallycross news, everybody's favorite Canadian Jacques Villeneuve set to make his return to rallycross. He will be teaming up with Subaru Rally Team USA for the Troy River, Quebec, Canada round of the America's Rallycross Championship that is being run in conjunction with the FIA World Rallycross Championship. Last time we saw Mr. Villeneuve behind the wheel of a rallycross car, it was 2014 when he raced in Portugal in the World Rallycross Championship, as well as that same track at Troy River, Quebec, Canada. He'll be racing on here later this year. He'll be teaming with Subaru drivers Chris Atko-Atkinson and Patrick Sandell. It's going to be great to see the former Champ Car champion, Formula One world champion, and Indy 500 champion back behind the wheel of a race car in his native of Canada. You want to talk about a darling media story? Jacques Villeneuve racing in Canada? That's the ticket right there. That was your daily drop for Friday, July 27th, 2018. Thanks for joining us here. If you're looking for more, make sure and go to downanddirtyshow.com for all our written content. Join us at the Down and Dirty Radio Show on Tuesdays or Saturdays and Sundays in national syndication. Project Action that drops on Thursdays. And don't forget to follow us at Down and Dirty Show on Instagram or at JimBeaver15 on all forms of social media. Thanks again. We'll see you next Monday right here on the Down and Dirty Show Daily Drop.